So what's this I heard about LeBron James? They didn't want him on the redeem team for immaturity and stuff. I'm not even that big on LeBron James no more like that. I mean, he's a top 10 player. He's in the bottom end of my top 10, but I'm going to say this. In this case, um, the men's Olympic US team is a fraud. LeBron James, Isaiah Thomas, Jaylen Brown. Yeah, LeBron's maturation, and you can pick on that, but they got no room to talk. Grant Hill was phony last year about Jaylen Brown. You don't mean to tell me Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and they couldn't even get all he could do is work the red carpet at ESPY Awards? And then they want to come out and say LeBron James was immature and all this mess when Kobe Bryant was like about 4.5 years removed from that situation in Colorado. He got whiteballed from his endorsements for 2 years. He ran Shaq out of LA in '04, and Phil said he was uncoachable. They had to beg, borrow, and break to get Phil back to coach him. But that's what they wanted to push and say that's all we need to get by. Okay. Then we got Isiah Thomas, who had won two chips, four straight Eastern Conference Finals, three straight Finals appearances, back-to-back chips, and was a Finals MVP. And he couldn't get on there because Michael Jordan's petty behind wouldn't want him on the Dream Team. And Magic Johnson was fakery. And Larry Bird didn't bat an eye to say nothing. And Scottie Pippen was hating. So I don't want to hear about this. Because they want to, this is a time when they're saying LeBron was acting mature and they're trying to, I said, yeah, but how about what they do at the men's Olympics? How about how they funny time with Isaiah Thomas, funny time with LeBron James, and funny time with Jaylen Brown? Two of those guys had won chips and got dissed. And one of those guys was a run up in the finals and almost got dissed. So to hear that they were acting funny time, the men's U.S. Olympics was, that's funny now. It doesn't mean anything because this past year in France last year, what did they do? They anointed LeBron as the ambassador of men's basketball. He got to carry the torch into France, to Paris, and he got that token MVP of it. You know, Steph Curry should have. I don't want to hear nothing about U.S. men's Olympic team because they faked the funk. They almost did LeBron dirty. They did Isaiah Thomas dirty, and they did Jaylen Brown dirty. There's nothing they can say. They fraudulent and they fake. And as a matter of fact, I hope the USA men's Olympics team loses. I was hoping they lose. I have no respect for them jive sucker turkeys at all. Cause I ain't got over how they did Isaiah Thomas. And I don't care about Michael Jordan coming back to no TV. He he ain't done right by Isaiah Thomas as far as that Olympics go. So what he gonna come in and say? And the whole thing, Grant Hill acting all funny with Jaylen Brown last year. They talking about LeBron immature and all that. They're the ones that is immature because let me keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Everybody wasn't happy about Magic Johnson being on that '92 Olympic team. Okay, okay. Karl Malone said enough. Okay, okay. And Isaiah Thomas won more than John Stockton did. Okay, okay. Just so we clear, he was more proven than Chris Mullin. Okay, okay. Are we clear? See, so don't come at me about they bogus politics about what kind of criteria. What's up with Jaylen Brown last year? Why Jason Tatum got snowed by Steve Kerr? Okay, I don't hear nothing the U.S. Men's Olympics got to say because they've been real janky with certain people. So the fact they almost didn't want LeBron James, they definitely acted funny with Isaiah Thomas and with Jaylen Brown. There's nothing they can say to me. Now I ain't gonna. Two things can be true at the same time. LeBron's maturation, immaturity, arrogance, but they are too, cause they flex on who they want. And there's a lot of people in there who ain't don't have the best of character. Cause do know that David Stern and Adam Silver do be coddling a lot of these cats. You just don't hear about it. They all been coddled, so-called superstars, what have you. And if we're going to use that as a means and not just sell sneakers and images, how many of them cats would be left behind if we had to really break it down on character? Okay, so I'm not trying to hear about it, and I ain't going to sit here and say LeBron. He still is arrogant and smug, and I can't stand it. But to deny the fact, I almost put him not to be on the Olympics would be crazy. But then again, Isiah got this, and Jaylen Brown got this. They've showed that they are petty with what they want to be about. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.